Alex Smith has said when he got to the NFL, it took him a full year and a half to learn how to really play under center and then go play action. And Alex Smith is distinctively intelligent at this stuff. Michael Penix has a lot of experience playing quarterback. He's older. He's got the brain power, I'm sure. Alex Smith said, when you turn your back on an NFL defense, 3/4 of a second later, all 11 guys are in different spots. He's like, you can't pick up the coverage. He says you have to get experience doing this.
Definitely a problem with Michael Penix getting under center. And I don't think it's a matter of can he do it. Just think that a lot of young quarterbacks aren't asked to get under center very often. And that's not an excuse. That's something he's definitely going to have to work on. It's great to see Kirk come in and win a game. But when it has people saying crazy things like, Desmond Ritter's better than Michael Penix. And I quote, he's not solidly more apt to start than Desmond Ridder at this stage. You have not watched Michael be better than Desmond was in year 2 here. Desmond would throw the ball and take off. Michael eats it and refuses to run. Why I do declare by all things deemed declarable. Timo to see Mitchell checking in with another Falcons bird bat. We're going to hop right into it with the immediate post-game reaction.
Trauma says, I feel like the Falcons probably make a mistake drafting Penix. What if he only run a shotgun pistol because of his knee? That would be, it's hard for me to read because this heart thing is in the way. That would be wild. We don't have enough evidence collected to call anything. And he probably is going to have to come out of that pistol consistently. I'm pretty sure he's just demanding or asking for it. You don't want to use the word demanding, but he's just saying, I feel more comfortable in the pistol right now. So, he's going to have to come out of it. It's inevitable. If he's going to live and play in this league, you cannot be one-dimensional.
We've even seen him make calls with Penix under center, so I don't imagine that I don't think he can't play from under center.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it is a comfort thing. I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth.
That's true.
We don't know why I like to see him under center a little bit more. I just think it makes the offense a lot less predictable. It makes it harder to decipher what kind of run plays that they're running. I think it does a lot more for your play action game when you have him under center, and even down to like calling passing plays that will go to your blocking tight end. It looks like they got a lot more creative this game, and just open up the offense a little bit more. Again, with just call some unexpected plays.
Simple stuff, right? Unexpected,
yeah,
but simple. Right,
yeah,
I agree.
We've seen. I mean, it's a reason that they have fullback dives in the playbook. It's a reason that you run flares to your fullback, or you run delayed tight end passes with a blocking tight end, because they know that if you got a guy who's more so your blocking tight end, that you're probably not going to go to him quite as often. So I think Doe was asking us one of the other podcasts, like, how many times would I pass to Warner per game? And I definitely give him like 2 or 3 targets per game. I mean, why not? There's just really no reason to not get him involved in the passing game. Put some stuff on tape and make it where they have to like plan for more things. We saw they didn't just go zone left, zone right this game, and it helped out the offense tremendously. If we ran the ball a little bit more in just some key critical positions in some of the games that we had, we'd be a lot closer to 500 right now. We had 3 games at least: the Tampa Bay game, the Colts game, the New England game, where we just got away from running the ball at key junctures. We let teams get back in the game, and we didn't put it away when we needed to. Definitely that Colts game.
Right.
Panthers game last week too. We got away from it at times when we needed to. Then we just couldn't execute. And I think that when you get your team, when you get them playing too passive, I don't think we had nearly as many false starts this game as we had the previous games. And I don't know, maybe Kirk's got something to do with that. But
It's only his experience. That's the only thing you can accredit it to. Kirk has experience. That's it. Other than that, once Michael Penix, if Michael Penix had the same experiences as Kirk, we're absolutely not even remotely close to this conversation. We're not even we're talking about something, but it ain't this. And that's all it is. You can just accredit it. Even though Kurt is like Kurt ain't like he's probably a C plus level quarterback in real life, like across the board. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna do it, can he throw it? Yes, he can. Because when he was on, I mean, he threw I think the year before he got injured with the Achilles, I think he threw 4,800 yards, and he was on track to throw 5,300 yards if he would have kept going. I want to say he went down in week 7 or 8, and that man had 3,800 yards passing that when he went down. I'm almost certain the numbers ain't an absolute, but it was close to being uh in that ballpark. He was on track to throw for a bunch of yards. Yeah, he had Jet up there in Minnesota and all this and all that, but even still, I mean, Kurt is, like I said, I give it. He's probably a C plus level quarterback at best. But it's just when you got and I'm not gonna take anything away from his experience, and then you got versus, and then like you said, I don't know why Zach does this recreation of the wheel thing when Penix is in. I think maybe he gets a little slap hat. You know what I'm saying? You know how you get so excited that it's just, oh, I can't open up my playbook. Oh, I can't run this. I can't run that. And that's what it seems like. Throw these weird plays out in these weird situations, and I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to work the way that they look. Like, the way that they're ran. I'm pretty sure he's thinking that anyway. We see what we see, but he's probably believing that, okay, maybe these plays aren't the way they look. It's like, why would he call that in this situation? That makes no sense. Just do the simple stuff. Let's move the ball. And then, like you said, with the defense, you can say what you want to say about the defense, but we hang them out to dry. We leave them on the field entirely too
no,
long.
they definitely
And
they
then,
definitely leave the defense out on the field too long. That was kind of my point about why we haven't run the ball enough. The last 2 weeks, we lost the time
right,
of possession. Before this week, we had lost the time of possession like 40 minutes to 20 something minutes. I'm actually looking here at the box score in the play by play. We lost time of possession, but it was a lot more balanced this week. It was 27-32. That's a lot more in the vein of where you want to be at. You don't want to have your defense out on the field for 40 plays. And again, I think that previous weeks we would have gotten away from the run. Like, we let them run on us. We stopped them. We were stopping them after they kept going on us, and we were able to get off the field on fourth down, deep in the territory. But I feel like in previous weeks we would have went right back to the pass instead of
right,
actually running the ball. This week, the run game, I mean, we gave Bijan 14 carries, and I would like to see Bijan with more carries than 14, but we gave Tyler Algier 12. I'm not necessarily saying that's what I want to see, because I would have liked to see a little bit more with Bijan, but
right,
I mean, that gave us 29 rushing attempts, and I really would have liked to see it been more like 35. I mean, if we can get out with 30 to 35 rushing attempts each week, I think that serves us a lot more
right,
well. Now, between those two running backs, we only ran the ball 26 times. Of course, the other three runs, two of them came from Kirk, one came from Felipe Franks on the quarterback sneak, and or the keeper. And I think we should do that a lot more potentially as well too. But they got to get a lot more creative with their play calling moving forward if we want to win more of these games. And
absolutely.
I disagree with Trauma Locks. I'm sorry, TC saying about how we just helped out the Saints with that win. I think if we can get to 10 wins this year, if we can get us to 9 wins. For
Right,
one, Raheem saves his job. I'm not saying that I
right.
want
I
Raheem
feel
to
like
come
that
back.
too.
I think if Raheem does come back, I don't want to see Zac Robinson out there.
Right,
I'd much rather see us with another offensive coordinator. But by all accounts, this team still believes in Raw. They haven't given up on them. John Abraham was talking about that earlier this week. He was saying how he's been to some of the practices and those guys feel like they're fighting hard for him. He's been a part of locker rooms where teams have given up. You know, he had a lot. Everybody loves Mike Smith, but I've heard accounts from cameramen, other players about how at the end of the year, you know, guys were just happy that they at least made the Pro Bowl or something else, even though they got bounced out of the playoffs early with some of those Mike Smith teams. I know there was the
Yeah, it
Tampa
didn't go
Bay
deep.
year and the Giants year, and I mean, I had a next door neighbor who was camera out for ESPN at that time. He was telling me that they was like, well, at least I made my bonus this year.
Right.
I'm more happy with that. They didn't care that they were even bounced out of the playoffs, and I think we have a different mentality team at this point in time with what we're putting out there on the field. So, but
Right.
this was one of those games where I mean Mooney came through. He actually didn't drop as many passes as he normally would have, but we got to do a much better job of not dropping these catches.
Man, that's huge.
Yeah.
Trump Lock says he reads the field slow. Who are you talking about, Trump Lock? Which quarterback are you talking about? But yeah, that would be huge if we cut down on some of them drops, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you had Pitts. Pitts had a couple key drops this game. The one play where he just wouldn't muscle through and play big and just didn't go and box out the guy, and that resulted in an interception. But if we can keep playing the way we are, I mean, our defensive unit is, even though we're still having trouble with being able to stop the run, we're still playing lights out football against the pass. We are still getting sacks. We're still getting off the field. We're very much a bend but don't break defense right now. And hell, we only gave up 10 points this game right here. I don't care who you're playing in this league. Being able to keep a team at 10 points, that's good for you.
Absolutely.
Regardless, I mean, and what good teams do is they go and beat up on bad teams. That's what you're supposed to do.
Hey man, you boy, that's a profound statement. That is a very profound statement.
Like, I don't care how good the team, how bad the other team was. It's like you're supposed to beat up on bad teams. I want to see that. I don't want to see a close game with a bad team. So
Right.
I think that you destroy the people that you are supposed to beat. You don't let them stick around. You don't make it a
That's
close
right.
game. And we were doing our best to try to give it back, but I think this is something to definitely build on this game here. So
Right. So and to add, Devon Diablo defense wise, he makes this defense look totally different. It's not just him because Kaden Elliss, when Devon is out there, Kaden Elliss is more free to do the things that he does very, very well. He whipped on one play, and I don't even know if you can call that a whip. The guy was just faster than him. I mean, what can you do with that when somebody just physically is just faster than you and just can beat you step for step running? Ain't a whole lot you can do with that, and that's the only thing that I saw him whiff on today. Other than that, Caden balled out. And Devon he had a cast on, and that man was out there playing.
he almost had an interception later in the game.
Right.
So look, and we'll just kind of, before we get out of here, and I'll let you get whatever closing remarks.
Okay,
Moving
bro.
forward, we've got the Jets to play. We've got the Seahawks, the Buccaneers again. We've got the Cardinals, the Rams. Got the Saints one more time. We've got, and that's it. That's the last game of the year, the Saints. So again, that is
9-10 games is doable. In that, if you hunker down and do what needs to be done.
right.
Don't need no more injuries though.
And you want to win. You want to win those games too, because these are good teams. These are playoff teams. I mean, Seahawks, Bucks, Rams. I mean,
right.
This is
we already played the Niners.
So. That's something to really measure yourself by where your team is at this year. So it's not about how you start; it's about how you finish.
It's about how you finish, man. That's another profound statement.
Yeah,
you spend the night,
right
bro.
now,
You
We,
spend the
we
night.
we've seen it happen before. Teams get off to a bad start or get off to a good start and they lose it.
I'm
You know,
trying to remember last year, but didn't was it the Bengals that went on that 6 or 7 game winning streak? Somebody went on a 6 and 7 game winning streak last year. I can't remember who it was. They
oh
came
yeah,
out.
I
They
know the
started like
Bengals.
really slow. They dropped like 5 or 6 games in the beginning. They were
They,
like 0 and
I know the
5, and
Bengals wound up missing the playoffs last year,
they did.
and that was one of the biggest reasons that Joe Burrow didn't actually get the MVP last year because they didn't have a winning record. But yeah, like you said, anything can happen. I mean, last year we had a lead on Tampa Bay, and Tampa Bay was able to turn back around and win out. You know, and they wound up going to the playoffs. And as we're looking at the standings right now,
Hopefully, Carolina dropped theirs.
you know what I mean. If the Buccaneers lose that game, we're now at 4-7. That would put the Buccaneers at 6-5 if they drop. So four
Correct
and
me if
seven
I'm
up to
wrong, but they both got a week on us because we had to buy and they did. Am I wrong about that?
right. Just the Panthers have one
Okay.
game on us. The Buccaneers have only played 10 games right now,
All right.
so this will be their 11th game.
All right.
Right here tonight too. So, and regardless of what happens tonight, you want to beat the Rams anyway when you play them this next time coming up here in the next 2 weeks. So, I mean,
That's
again,
gonna be a big one. That one and the Seahawk game. Those are gonna
yeah.
be two. Those probably gonna be two of our biggest games in this little window.
So teams. I know people are like, oh, well, we should just lose out and all this, but players don't like losing. Nobody wants to get
Nah.
up and like if you're a player, you're not thinking, oh, let me go lose this game so we can get us another draft pick next year.
Yeah.
Like, no, you want to win. You got to put game tape out there for you in case you don't get re-signed or if you want to get
Yeah.
re-signed with the team.
Yeah. Tanking ain't the move. Tanking right now is definitely not the move. Um, it, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Draft picks are a crapshoot anyway. There's no guarantee you gonna go in the draft and get this magical guy that's gonna change your entire organization around. You gonna be better off, and if that's the case, we'll have money. We'll be better off just trying to fill our major needs in free agency if that's the case. Um, but it's like tanking for the draft is just man. If you ain't like at the scraping the bottom of the barrel or don't have any of the pieces that you need, okay, yeah, we could have that conversation. But we're not there. We're closer than what a lot of us are willing to give us credit. And the reason why I say that is because we're losing, but look how we're losing. You know, we've gotten blown out twice this year. I mean, what was it, Carolina and somebody else beat the crap out of us. But the games that I mean, we really get up for and we playing some tight. We getting beat by we went in overtime. The previous 2 weeks, we went in overtime. And when you go in overtime, you have a chance to win the game. It's basically like you starting over zeros. It's like a brand new game. And we just didn't do the things we needed to do, whether it be play call, whether it be execution, play call on offense predicated, because we just can't keep continuing to leave our defense. Because I'm not hanging too much on the defense. I'm not saying Rick just does everything perfect, but I'm not willing to just hang a big L on their neck, because you can't leave them out there like that and expect a good outcome to that situation. You can't do that. So, like you said, we got to run the ball. I like the numbers that you throw out there, as far as like the Bijan and the Tyler. Let's hit them with that. Let's hit them with that. Let's do that. And why Zach gets away from that with Penix, I can't figure it out. It's like he just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he gets overwhelmed or so. I don't get it. It's weird. Um. So that would be probably my closing remarks. I think just seeing what I saw today, not saying we could beat everybody, but I think we there is hope. There is some hope that we can play tough in some of these games, and that's all you can ask for at this juncture. being riddled with injuries to the extent that we are. And we are definitely riddled with some very, very key injuries, especially on the line. And I land my plane.
Uh, Definitely, it's going to be interesting to see what happens next week with some of the injuries, the players coming back. I don't think Bergeron came back into the game this actual game. Like we said, we got Zach Harrison and Billy Bowman are both on IR right now, so we definitely need to get those guys back. But it's still a promising season moving forward. If and some optimism for the fan base if this team can actually start to turn it around. So, you guys stay tuned. We'll keep you guys posted on any additional updates. We'll reconvene, but I really like where the Falcons are at right now. You got to be happy with this win today. It's always good when you go out here and get you a W.
I'm taking mine. I'm taking mine, bro. I'm taking mine.
Take it. You definitely want to beat the Saints twice. So if you can go ahead with a winning season and beat the Saints twice in that year, oh man, it's great. It's great. So
It's great.
Stay tuned.
Don't mess around and beat. Don't mess around and beat Tampa. Yeah, mess around and beat Tampa.
If we beat Tampa, that's definitely want to beat Tampa for that second second game as well too. I mean, it really doesn't matter what happens. You want to win all the ones that you can. I mean, losing never feels good, no matter what level you're playing. You know what I mean? I don't like to lose a game of tic-tac-toe or horse, man. Like
for real.
Nobody likes to lose.
I'm on all mine.
I hate losing more than I like winning.
Right.
That's how I feel as a player. So. But we're gonna sign out for you guys. Definitely, we'll cut this portion out from the live stream, and we'll post the post game immediate reaction. But yeah, it's great to see the Falcons doing what we need to see them doing, man. Running the ball and playing to our strengths of our team. If we continue to do this.
Absolutely.
See Multiple Point Game official. See Money.
We go. Yeah. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, fam.
All right, brother.